Hey, Shalom. I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bashim, Rakha Kadash. Want to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Want to again say call Allah to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bashim, Rakha Kadash, Barakatah. Give me a second. Get my garment on real quick. All right. So as you can see from this picture, as you see here, this actually happened today, where the news got out that a fraternity, KK Psi, Salaki, I want to say double honor to our apostles who are elders who rule well, which are of GMS, and blessed salutations to you brothers out there teaching enduring truth and sincerity. And I want to say blessed salutations to you, the hopeful elect that follow the 144, and through Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, okay? But back to what I was saying, as you see, this here is a fraternity that I don't think is a chartered fraternity, but it's a fraternity indeed, and one of the a famous unchartered fraternity called KK Psi. Now, I went to HBCU, which is historically black college university, which most of us Jakes did. And if you know about the HBCUs, you know about the fraternities. But basically what happened was, the Alabama A&M charter got penalized for hazing for 20 years, and everybody that, through my social media is going crazy about this and the uproar. This is unfair. It's blah, blah, blah. Not even want to talk about, we know what it is, these whites and all that. And look, man, shut your trap, with that bullshit. First of all, when everything is going well for you, you want to act like everything's gravy. Because one thing about this particular fraternity is that the person that started it was an Edomite. You know what I'm saying? And second off, and most importantly, that it's a Greek fraternity. It's Greek letters. That's not our culture. And as you see with the Omega Psi Phi, Zeta Phi Beta, Alpha Phi Alpha, it's ironic that Alpha Phi Alpha is supposed to be like the conscious ones of the group, but they're still fucking Greek. And then you got Kappa Alpha Psi. They're known as they pretty boys and all this shit, and Q dogs is football athletes and AKAs is and all this other shit. But long story short, these historically HBCU fraternities don't produce shit, for one. For two, the point is, in comparison, Esau got his fraternities, and his fraternities are actually useful. Skull and Bones, Illuminati, and various other ones. And it reminds me of Uncle Ruckus in the Boondocks when he said, you got the white man, basically, he's out there building corporations, and you got niggas in their fraternities dancing around with candy canes. Basically niggas get in this shit and won't play. And I'm not bigging up fraternities at all. The point is that this shit ain't producing nothing. The scriptures tell you to do what? To learn not the way of the heathen. You know what I'm saying? But half these people up in here get in this society and think that they're better than other Jake. You know what I'm saying? And they look down on Jake, and then they act like but it's unproductive, totally unproductive towards society. All it is productive toward themselves. You know what I'm saying? Now, another case in point is a lot of things are going on with hazing and stuff like that, because a lot of these young motherfuckers can't handle affliction, because hazing is basically being able to go through affliction to achieve a goal. I don't approve it as far as, dealing with actual, Greek and fraternities and shit. But the Lord puts us through hazing, just like the scripture goes over with wisdom. Wisdom trieth you. Wisdom hazes you to see if you are worthy of dealing with this its liberties and its benefits. You know what I'm saying? The Lord tries us through affliction. You know what I'm saying? As it says, when a man suffers righteousness' sake, it basically is glory unto the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Affliction, we should get used to it. But these young cats always want to instant gratification. They want a participation reward. They want to just go into a big league of a thing because they have the credentials. When you're talking about in the ministry, they want a higher seat. They want to get in a high seat. And they want to be respected with those who have been toiling, just because they know a lot, just because they can regurgitate, or just because they're witty in its truth, not knowing that you got to be seasoned in your spirit. You got to be seasoned as a man of the Lord, specifically a man of the Lord, being able to hold yourself accountable, being able to be humble, knowing when to be humble, knowing when to abound, knowing when to abase. You got to be seasoned in this thing. And people believe because, I know just as much as you, so I should be respected just as much. They don't want to go through the afflictions. They don't want to work their way up, through prove and trial and error, as Romans chapter 5 says, through our experience, we gain hope, and through the afflictions and everything, But back on this aspect is that our people is always trying to do what Esau does. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say always, but our people, for the most part, they do what Esau does. Just for argument's sake, I'm not gonna do all that and niggas get petty. We don't always do all that bullshit, But our people, when they try to do what Esau does and get into their fraternities, Esau will never let you in. You're never going to be a part of Skull and Bones. You're never going to be a part of Illuminati. You know what I'm saying? And you shouldn't want to be, of course. But the point is, they're never going to let you in. Going back to the brother shared the video of the economic inclusion dealing with Byron James, I believe, on the Breakfast Club. It's a good video. I suggest brothers to watch it. But he was basically saying Esau has a hierarchy of economic control, basically, and they don't include Jake. They'll let Jake host a TV show. They'll let Jake, be the face of a franchise or this, but they will never let you have a franchise. They will never let you own a team. Jay-Z may have a part in the Nets, but he don't own the Nets. You know what I'm saying? They're not. Then people may be able to build a skyscraper or own a skyscraper, but they're not going to own companies that build skyscrapers. You know what I'm saying? Like the steel factories, the way the American industrial companies were produced from BP oils and all this, the hidden monopolies that are created, Comcast cable and things like that. They're not going to let you in on that level of economic inclusion. Okay? So I say that to say Esau never let you in that shit. But on the flip side, Jake is always accepting of Esau into theirs, such as Eminem or any just a case in point, any white rapper, any white guy that does something that's Jake like, they're circling around him, cheering him on, and loving it. You know what I'm saying? But when the shoe's on the other foot, Jake is totally accepting, you know what I'm saying? And on Esau's side, they're unaccepting. Case in point, you got Post Malone, you'll have Lil Dicky, this whole cracker rapper, all that. All they do is they're very clear with their words and they just rap fast. And if you slow that shit down and actually listen to what they're saying, it has no content. Just like Eminem, he has no content. Relatable, but he's the greatest rapper ever. How the fuck you the greatest rapper ever and you talking about killing your mom and taking pills and going, and that shit is non-relatable. You know what I'm saying? He may say a metaphor, a bar here and there, but niggas are quick to say that he's better than Jay-Z. It's not an argument of who's a better rapper here. That's not the point of the argument. The point is that if Jake do something amazing, it's just regular shit. But when Esau does something that Jake does that's amazing, it's the best thing since sliced bread. But when it's flipped on the other side, everybody's accepting a Lil Dicky, Eminem, Post Malone, and these guys are awesome, and they're the best thing since sliced bread. But Then you got that old faggot ass nigga that did the Old Town Road. He got the #1 song in the country, broke hella records, and no matter how big that song was, the hierarchy took his ass off the country billboard. It took him off. It's a clear country song. You know what I'm saying? They took him off the billboards. And in order for him to get back on the billboards, he had to add Taylor Swift's father, that Edomite, in order for it to be a country song then. You know? And then niggas continue to want to be a part, build a business, trying to get money in the society. They don't want their own money. They don't want to be basically, they don't want to get salvation. They don't want the kingdom of heaven to come. They want New Jerusalem. If niggas in these niggas outside the truth that are in the truth, they want New Jerusalem to be within Israel. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they want New Jerusalem to be in Babylon. They want to build the kingdom of gold in the middle, somewhere in Kansas City or Missouri and Nebraska, and take out all them 4 quarters, and you can still have flat screens, you can still drive a Bugatti, and you can still do this and do that, and still, you know, hit a hookah and all that dumb shit, and have the steak and how you imagine it at Longhorns and all that shit in America, and you be an Israelite ruling. That's what niggas imagine. You know what I'm saying? They don't want Babylon to be destroyed. They don't want truly to see all this these delicacies go away, you know. But the elect wants to see that go away, you know. But at the end of the day, you know, I say this to say this indeed, that this is what y'all niggas get. The scriptures tell you, learn not the way of the heathen. You know what I'm saying? It says the Lord made man upright, but he sought out many inventions. You know, the Lord made us to be the salt of the earth, but you constantly want to get into whatever Esau is doing, because Esau is ruling, and you feel like, if I do this, then I am somebody, you know, when in actuality, fuck Esau, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything that he stands for, because he ain't shit. Our women want to perm their hair blonde and lighten their skin up, talk a certain way. I talk proper. I don't talk white and all that shit. No, you know what I'm saying? You talk like an Edomite, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how the majority of Edomites talk. That's the generic lingo, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to avoid anything in essence of being Jake until it's time to, you know, Jake can't help being Jake. So when it comes down to dancing and their culture and, you know, or being of their own, when a Jake want to deal with an Edomite and you get all mad about it, you know, now you are mad, but you want to act like Esau all day on both sides, you know what I'm saying? And it's astounding. So this is what y'all get, and it's going to be a whole lot more of Esau fucking slamming the door on your nose, you know what I'm saying, when you try to slide yourself into what they do. You know, they destroyed James Brown, they destroy Colin Kaepernick, they'll destroy Salaki, someone called, you know, but they'll destroy Bill Cosby, they'll destroy R. Kelly, Michael Jackson's, you know, and then you'll say Elvis Presley, they will defend him up and down, you know what I'm saying? The guy that did the Playboy Mansion, they'll defend him up and down. And this is not, the thing is, our people are always trying to compete. You know, I believe half them people were, whatever they did was wrong. But the thing is, no matter what Esau does, whether it's wrong or right, they'll turn a blind eye to it. And with their cunning words, they'll sit there and say why that person should still be justified. They'll never turn their back on Elvis. They'll never turn their back on Hugh Hefner or Trump or anybody. You know what I'm saying? Our people or you know, what happened, Bill Cosby, they jump on him. They got memes and making fun of it. You know what I'm saying? If that was Elvis, they'll sweep that shit under the rug, don't say nothing about it, and they ignore it until it go away. You know what I'm saying? Either both parties are wrong, or both parties are wicked, but the point is that Esau will never destroy what they have. They'll never destroy their legacy, because down the line, just like Elvis, you'll think that that style of rock was invented through him, not Chuck Berry. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that he stole his style from Jake and just incorporated it. Just like today rapper Eminem. Later on down the line, as long as you put an asterisk by this guy, a person's name, you can like the guy in the Dylan James, I forget it, I get his name, but the point is, it said you dismiss, you dismiss. I forgot, this like the 4Ds type of deal. Dismiss, demonize, and destroy, but it's one of them I'm missing. Dismiss, discredit, demonize, destroy, and that's what they do. And once you do that, then you slide in Eminem, old, Floyd Mayweather rapist, blase blah. Lomachenko, the best thing since sliced bread. No matter what the hell he do, he's pound for pound. You know what I'm saying? And no matter what, in this society, it goes back to the curses that's been put on us. You know what I'm saying? Curse shall we be coming in, and curse shall we be going out. So there's no reason why our people should be trying to be a part of this. So with that being said, I want to say call law to your how about Shimmy out shy. I want to say double onside apostle y'all with y'all GMS, and blessed salutations to you brothers out there teaching and enduring truth sincerity. Hey, come out of her, my people, so because she shall surely destroy you with a sword destruction. Hey, shalom.